Good luck.
Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Kanada'nın en gözde üniversitelerinden University of Windsor'da eğitim ve çalışma imkanlarını Peter ve Anoshka'dan dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Peter, the stage is yours now.
Merhaba, dear participants of our webinar. It's a pleasure to see you here, and we'll be presenting today the University of Windsor. My name is Peter Petruchev, and my colleague is Anushka Plum from English Language Department. We will present University of Windsor, talk about Canada, about Windsor City, and about programs, how to apply to programs, and how to improve English language skills for the main academic programs. So I'll start the presentation with your permission. Okay. Okay.
Peter, could you open the PowerPoint?
I have opened it.
Yes.
But it doesn't go for the full screen.
Yeah, this is you are seeing. You're seeing your screen right now. So you have to open the PowerPoint.
Okay. Okay. Sounds great. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Excellent. Thank you very much. University of Windsor, a comprehensive university based in the southern point of Canada. We have very affordable tuition fees. We extend scholarships for international students. Many of our programs have paid internships and co-op opportunities. We don't require any foundation programs for students who apply directly from high schools, and our graduate employment rate is from 85 to 100%. We'll talk about why Canada, why Windsor City, University of Windsor programs and processes. Canada today is one of the most popular countries in the world for studies overseas. And there are reasons why. Firstly, Canada is very diverse, safe, and it has multinational communities. Canadian degrees are highly respected worldwide, and Canada offers very affordable education costs, living costs, and there are many work opportunities for students during the course of studies or after their graduation. And Canada is ranked one of the best countries in the world for living. Plus, Canada offers pathways to permanent residency for students when they graduate. Windsor City is the most southern city in Canada. I may say it's Canadian Miami. So today, Windsor City is one of the safest communities in Canada. It is based on the border with the United States, and its climate is very mild. It is on the same latitude as Northern California. Windsor City offers very low cost of living, safe community, and excellent employment and inspirational opportunities for students. The population of city is not big. It's about 217,000 people living in Windsor, and 7 months in a year students wearing short sleeves. So if you look at the map, Windsor has a great strategic location. It's very easy to get to Toronto. Driving is about 3.5 to 4 hours, or less than 1 hour flight, and little bit more in less than 5 hours you can drive to Chicago, or to Washington DC you can drive in 8 hours. So located on the border with United States gives great opportunities for international students to explore not only Canada, but our southern neighbor, United States. And many students, international students, when they come to Canada, they apply for travel visas to United States, and they spend a lot of time during their weekends in Detroit, or they travel during their summer, winter holidays across United States. We have a great location, and it's a beautiful city across the river, Detroit. We have our neighbor city, Detroit metropolis. University was founded in over 150 years ago in 1957, and today we have 9 faculties, 16,000 students, and we offer 200 majors and minors and 70 master and doctorate degrees. We have 23% of international body, and we have many students coming from United States to study at the University of Windsor. Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Sciences is the biggest faculty in the university and offers many programs in humanities and social sciences. Our business faculty is called the Dead Business School. It's one of the oldest business schools in Canada, and we offer not only many programs in business, but also we offer licensing for the future jobs in Canada, like in professional accountancy, in human resources, and logistics and supply chain. We have a big faculty of education, and we train professional teachers to work in high schools. Our human kinetics faculty is a very unique one. We are one of very few Canadian institutions that accept Canadian international students for our programs, and our program in human kinetics, kinesiology, is the top in Canada and is one of the top in the world. Students can study 2 different specializations, kinesiology and sport management. Our Faculty of Science has a great research base, and students can study biology, chemistry, medical physics, and many other sciences, and also do research. Our engineering faculty is very well renowned in North America, and many students come to study with us as we have a very strong research base and very good connection with the industry. Being located at the border with the United States, we have very strong connections with the automotive industry, and especially with Fiat Chrysler automobiles and Ford automobiles companies. And students have opportunities to work and do co-op at their production plants. Today we have lots of new buildings, and we have a traditional campus where students live, study, and spend their free time. Most of students work on the campus or cycle on the campus. We have 120 undergraduate programs in different fields, in commerce, in science, in engineering, kinetics, education, arts, and nursing. And students can choose programs according to their desires. And to apply for the program, we need students to complete grade 12 according to Ontario requirements, and most of our degrees require from 70 to 80% GPA according to Ontario standards, and we require IELTS 6.5 from students, international students from overseas. If you complete high school in Turkey, we accept you without any special programs. If you have the prerequisites, we require English language like IELTS 6.5, or you have school average from 80 to 90%. If you completed school in UK, we will need 5 passes in General Certificate of Education, including 2 at advanced level, or 4 passes at General Certificate of Education, including 3 at advanced level. In International Baccalaureate curriculum, we will need your score over 25 and a pass of minimum 6 subjects, including 3 courses at a higher level. Many of our programs have experiential learning opportunities. It means co-op and paid internship placements. The university extends more than 11 million of scholarships to students, and we offer scholarships to international students. So to apply for a scholarship, you need to have a minimum of 85% of your GPA in your high school. And we have scholarships from $1,000 to $16,000. When students come on campus, they have opportunities to apply for another scholarships apart from entrance scholarships. Our tuition fees for undergraduate programs starts from 14,000 Canadian dollars and up to 23,000 Canadian dollars. Our fees are one of the lowest among universities in Ontario province. We have about 70 different graduate programs, including course-based taught master programs in different fields: in actuarial science, computing, applied economic policy, education, Master of Biotechnology, Management, Master of Engineering. To apply for course-based master program, you need to have minimum 4 years degree in bachelor degree in related field, plus minimum of 70% of your GPA, and IELTS 6.5 or 7 or equivalent in TOEFL or Duolingo is required. For master's program, we require 2 or 3 reference letters, and for most of the programs, no additional exams are required, like GRE or GMAT. Most of the master programs run for 16 months or 4 consecutive terms. It means 2 years. Having a campus, we offer residence accommodation for our students. We have 4 different types of residencies, and meal plans are included in our accommodation. So students can focus in the first year just on tuition and on studies, rather than searching for cafeterias or travel. So it's very convenient to live on campus, and you can choose different meal plans and different residencies on our campus. We do have many student clubs and on campus according to your needs and choices. University pays a lot of attention to students' well-being and sports life. So we have a big sports center. It is called Lanza, where students can enjoy gyms, swimming pools, and it's also home for our 4 professional sport teams in American football, in volleyball, basketball, and ice hockey. So if you are an athlete and you practice sport, you're welcome to apply, and we can discuss a scholarship for athletes, so you can study and also practice your sports. For students who don't have enough IELTS or English language to apply for our major academic programs, we provide English language improvement program, and I would like to give a floor to Anushka Plan, who is the manager of our English language academic department. Anushka, please.
Thank you, Peter, and hello, everyone. So glad to join all of you today. So today I'm going to speak about the language program. So what does this really mean? You are aware there are different standardized tests, IELTS, TOEFL, but sometimes it's not easy to attain the required language score for an academic program. Next slide, please, Peter. So the ELIP, the English Language Improvement Pathway, with a conditional admission plan, or a conditional admission, is something, a type of plan that you can consider. So what this would mean is that you would apply to an academic program, and once you receive confirmation of your admission, your offer letter, then you're able to register in the language program. And depending on your proficiency, you'll start at a particular level. So right now you see there are 5 levels, but that doesn't mean that you would have to complete all 5 levels. You begin at the level that is fit for you. And level 3 is the highest level. So that's the level that you need to successfully pass, and there's a minimum 75% to pass. And once you pass that level, then you're able to start your undergraduate, graduate, any program at the University of Windsor without having to take any standardized tests. So the program develops academic writing, reading, listening, oral communication, presentation skills, leadership skills, all the skills that you need to be successful in an academic program, but also in your professional careers. We kind of help you start to build your language portfolio from the very beginning. Each level is 12 weeks long. It's full-time. That means it's 4 hours per day, 5 days per week, and it's available both in person and online. Right now, we are online, as you know, the global situation of the pandemic. We also have extracurricular activities, even online. So because we want to make sure that if you choose to start online, you're still getting a great experience. There's still a lot of engagement between you and your classmates and instructors. And also your program fee, it will include access to any resources that is needed within the program and access to university-wide resources as well. Next slide, please, Peter. Okay, so what does quality online academic English look like? This is really important, right? So ELIP Online, there are these pillars that build our online program. So flexibility. So yes, not only is it online, but we know sometimes you might have internet issues. You might not be able to connect. It happens to all of us, right? So you are able to join live. And if you have an issue, you're also able to join again later when your connection is fixed. And you won't have missed anything because there's also recordings and tasks that you can tap into. It's engaging, so it incorporates a lot of topics that help you develop critical thinking, helps you develop those skills to develop arguments, to present arguments, whether in writing or in speaking, and also topics that are of interest to you. There's room to bring that into your learning environment. It's informative, obviously. It has to be informative. You must learn from this program. That's our mission, our goal, our commitment to you. Interactive, so you are interacting in breakout rooms, you're interacting with your classmates, you're interacting perhaps even outside of the live class time with a setup time where you and your classmates may need to work on a project. You're interacting through discussion forums where you're expressing your positions, your ideas in a discussion format. So that's part of our digital literacy plan. And it's collaborative. You're working with your instructor, you're working, providing feedback, giving feedback, receiving feedback, implementing feedback with your peers as well. Next slide, please. So why ELIP in person and ELIP online stand out? So let's look from learning support. So 95% of ELIP online or ELIP in-person students and 96% of those who completed online noted that the program challenged them to learn more than what they expected, and that there was opportunities to participate in group work, which is really important because working with people is something that you're going to be doing throughout your entire academic career and beyond. Social activities, 96% of ELIP online felt that there were opportunities to make new friends. Online engagement sessions, 75% found those sessions to be enjoyable. Now, when we go to the skills of reading, 93% of in-person and 96% of online students felt that they improved their ability to critically analyze information, which is a really, really important skill to have, to be able to delve deep and comb through information to certain pieces of ideas. Speaking, 100% of ELIP in person and 96% of online students felt that they improved their ability to manage discussions. So we're not just teaching how to present, but how to manage when you are speaking and you have other people involved. Listening, 96% of in-person and 88% of online students felt that they increased their ability to understand lectures of diverse topics. 100% of in-person and 96% of online students saw an improvement in their range of vocabulary, their ability to use more complex vocabulary in their writing, which is huge. You will be writing. So that is an important skill. And equally important is academic skills. So this is these include skills such as, citation and how to do research. So there's also improvement there. Thanks, Peter. Yes, next slide, please. So what does ELIP do for you? So from one of our past students, Hong Shi, in her words, she said, ELIP played a vital role in my transition to academic courses, and it helped me become more confident. I really appreciate the opportunity to learn at ELIP. Hong has completed the program. She completed in winter 2020, and she's currently studying in the Master of Management Human Resources program at Windsor. Next slide, please. So today, just wanted to connect with you, but really to invite you to reach out to us, to stay in touch. There's a few different ways that you can learn more about the program. One is by visiting our site at uwindsor.ca, English Pathway. And once you go to that web page, you'll also see webinars. So we have webinars for individuals. If you are looking to apply to an undergraduate program, then you can join the undergrad webinar. And if you're looking for grad programs, then it would be the grad webinar. Also, you can book a virtual meeting with our ELIP representative who can walk you through the steps and answer any questions that you have. And also, once you go to this web page here, you'll also see that there's a free ELIP lesson. So if you want to, and right now the lesson target is on vocabulary building. So if you want to just try it out, it's a free lesson where we provide some strategies and tips on how to enhance your vocabulary, and also we provide you with some information about the program. But that would be a really good way to learn more of how you can start your journey at the University of Windsor. Okay, well, thank you very much. I'll pass it over to Peter.
At this slide, you can see our emails and contacts. Please feel free to contact us, and we will be happy to assist you with any questions you may have about Windsor, about the application process, about fees, and etc.
Okay, so Peter, it looks like we have a few questions in the chat. The first question is, which engineering programs are the most popular? My answer to that is all programs are of interest, and it depends on what your goals are. Peter, is there anything you wanted to add to that answer?
We have different specializations in our engineering faculty. We have automobile engineering, we have aerospace engineering, we have engineering of materials, and many others. So it depends on you, depends on your interest. You can choose any of specializations. All programs are of very high quality. Engineering programs offer also licensing for engineers in North America. They are valid for Canada and United States. And our engineering programs is very well known in North America, United States, and Canada as well.
And in the chat, I just put the link to future uwindsor.ca international students, so you can always go there and take a look in more detail the different options there. Our next question is, if a student graduates from a 3-year university, can he do a master's degree at Windsor?
It will be very hard to apply for a master's degree at Windsor University if you completed a 3-year program. As in Canada, we have 4-year degrees. It's very hard for us to match a 3-year curriculum to a 4-year curriculum. So we require a 4-year degree for the master programs.
Thank you. Thanks for the question. Our next question here is, do you have a partner language school for English preparation year? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. We have IEFT Partner Language School for English language preparation.
And I've just put the link there in the chat for you to have direct access to the website. So take a look at that information there, and then you can always reach out to us through the website by making booking a meeting or joining one of the webinars. Okay, can we get a conditional letter? So I'm guessing this means a conditional letter based on language proficiency?
In many cases, it is.
Yes. So yes, you can, providing that you've met the academic requirements. So if it's the language piece that you don't have, that's exactly how IEFT, the language school, works. So if you don't have the language requirements, then you would receive a conditional offer saying, yes, you've been accepted to the University of Windsor in program X. If you have a standardized test score, or if you don't, it doesn't matter. We will be able to place you in the level, so if you're in level 3, that means you have 1 term, 12 weeks. And once you pass level 3, you do a really great job, then you start into your academics.
I may add some comments to your answer, Anushka. In case you're applying from being a high school student, we do accept not only high school diplomas, but your marks from your previous years. So you can get admission based on expected marks. So in this case, we extend you a letter of offer based on your expected marks for your final year. And you can get a conditional letter based on the English language level.
That's great. I tried to capture that, and that's in the chat there. Okay, our next one. Can international students get work permit in Canada after graduation?
All international students who are studying bachelor degrees, master degrees, they get graduate work permits for 3 years in Canada and apply for jobs easily.
Okay, and I'll just put that in that chat there. Well, it looks like that's the last of the questions, but we may have a few more minutes for some more.
Sure.
If you have any follow-up questions based on what we shared with you, or if you have a new question that you just thought of right now, go ahead, put it in the chat, and we're happy to answer those questions for you. We'll give you a moment there.
Yeah, feel free to ask questions.
Yes, thank you very much for your answers, Peter and Anoushka. By the way, while we wait for some new questions to pop up, could you please share an email address on the chat box so that the participants can directly contact?
Sure. Feel free to use my email address to write questions if you may have them later.
Could you please tell us about scholarship for master's degree? So there's a number of different scholarships available. What I'll do is I'll put in the chat a link where you can see the current scholarships and bursaries. Peter, anything you wanted to?
No, just it'll be better if you can just send the link.
Okay.
By the way, our master programs are one of the most affordable in Ontario province, and the cost of our master programs will be the same as the cost of two postgraduate certificates in colleges.
So I put the link in the chat there. And so you can go through, take your time and go through all the different bursaries and scholarships. And if you do find that you might be eligible for more than one, you can always apply to multiple scholarships to widen your opportunities there. Okay.
Any more questions, please?
Oh, there's a couple more. Okay. Okay, accommodation. So how do you estimate accommodation expenses in Windsor? So what I'll put in here is we have an estimation tool. So it can help you estimate your tuition depending on the program, as well as what if you're planning on staying on residence as well. So it's called the tuition fee estimator, and here it is right now. And then we have another one. Is there any application deadline or rolling admission?
The deadline for master programs has passed. It is beginning of March, and our undergraduate programs are still open. So we just recommend you to apply for undergraduate programs ASAP, and for master programs you can apply for the winter intake 2022.
And I think you can start with that one in September. The applications will open in
Absolutely.
September. So, okay.
Any more questions?
I don't see any right now.
If there are no more questions, we may suggest you to write to our emails, and we'll be happy to assist you with your answers. Otherwise, we would like to thank you for being with us and for the interest towards University of Windsor, and we would like to wish you a great evening. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for your great presentation, Peter and Anushka. We had a lot of questions and you covered them all. And we believe it was a really informative webinar for the attendees. And I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. University of Windsor ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için Peter'ın ve Anushka'nın paylaşmış olduğu mail adreslerinden iletişime geçebilir. Linkleri inceleyebilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda sizi altıdaki webinarımıza da davet etmek isteriz. Thank you again. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Thank you, Zeynep.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.